Welcome to Exam Sale. In this script we will walk through the GIAC Certified Incident Handler syllabus so you know exactly what to study and why each area matters. Overview of the exam structure and domain weights. First, the exam covers 6 domains with endpoint and post-exploitation attacks at 20%, network attacks and tools at 20%, web application attacks at 15%, cloud security and incident response at 15%, incident handling and computer crime investigation at 15%, and malware analysis and memory forensics at 15%. The total estimated learning time across all domains is 165 hours and the exam mixes hands-on, conceptual, and scenario-based assessments. Endpoint and post-exploitation attacks is weighted 20%, difficulty hard, and estimates about 35 hours of study with hands-on and conceptual assessment. You will learn methods for gaining persistence, escalating privileges, and moving laterally within a compromised environment. Expect to study post-exploitation persistence mechanisms such as WMI attacks, scheduled tasks, service manipulation, and PowerShell use for post-exploitation as well as dumping credentials and LSASS analysis. The domain also covers local privilege escalation on Windows and Linux, UAC bypass techniques, Active Directory domain dominance topics like Kerberosting and silver ticket attacks, lateral movement over SMB and WinRM, and mitigation of pass-the-hash scenarios. Network attacks and tools is also 20%, difficulty medium, and recommends about 30 hours of study with hands-on and conceptual work. This domain teaches network discovery, protocol exploitation, and the use of specialized incident handling tool sets. You will practice advanced map scanning techniques, service and OS fingerprinting, vulnerability scanning methodology, and analyzing packet captures for reconnaissance while using netcode and socket for network communication. It also covers exploitation frameworks such as Metasploit, exploit selection and payload configuration, DOS identification, man-in-the-middle and session hijacking techniques, SMB and RPC protocol exploitation, and practical mitigation strategies for network-level exploits. Web application attacks is 15%, difficulty medium, and about 25 hours of conceptual and scenario-based study. This domain focuses on identifying and defending against common vulnerabilities in web applications and server-side components. You will learn detection and prevention of SQL injection, cross-site scripting, cross-site request forgery, command injection and shell execution, and directory traversal including LFI and RFI. The course also emphasizes web shell identification and removal and how to analyze web server access logs to spot exploitation patterns and suspicious behavior. Cloud security and incident response is 15%, difficulty hard, and suggests about 25 hours of scenario-based learning. The emphasis is on incident handling within public cloud environments, specifically AWS and Azure, and how cloud architectures change investigative approaches. You will study cloud-specific reconnaissance and enumeration, IAM exploitation, attacking cloud storage and metadata services, and security considerations for serverless functions such as Lambda and Azure functions. The domain also covers identifying compromised cloud credentials, cloud incident response logging and visibility, and practical remediation steps to restore a secure cloud environment. Incident handling and computer crime investigation is 15%, difficulty easy, and expects about 20 hours of conceptual and scenario-based study. This domain lays out the formal incident response process and legal and ethical considerations for investigations. Topics include the PISRL incident response life cycle, preparation and incident policy creation, identification and scoping of incidents, containment strategies, eradication and hardening, recovery and validation procedures, and conducting lessons learned sessions. You will also learn evidence handling and chain of custody, types of digital evidence, interaction with law enforcement, and ethics in computer crime investigation. Malware analysis and memory forensics is 15%, difficulty hard, and recommends about 30 hours of hands-on and conceptual study. This area teaches techniques for analyzing malicious code and extracting forensic artifacts from system memory. You will practice memory acquisition, analyzing memory images with tools like volatility, identifying malicious processes and DLLs, and correlating network connections found in memory. The syllabus also covers basic static and behavioral dynamic malware analysis, reverse engineering fundamentals, and detecting rootkits and kernel-level malware so you can attribute activity and support remediation. To conclude, the GIAC Certified Incident Handler syllabus balances practical skills with investigative process and legal awareness and totals about 165 hours of recommended study time. Focus on hands-on practice in endpoints, networks, memory forensics, and cloud scenarios while reinforcing incident handling processes and legal requirements. Good luck with your preparation and use targeted labs and real-world exercises to master each domain.